Hey guys, it's Jeff, and a super unfortunate situation happened this week where my iPhone was stolen, amongst other things in my vehicle, but that was a big one because it's like $1,400. And a lot of you guys I know have iPhone XS and XS Maxes and other pretty valuable iPhones as well. So we are going to go over 10 ways you can make your iPhone more secure to the point where anyone who picks up your iPhone, if it's lost, or unfortunately if they steal your iPhone, they will not be able to access your data or ever use the device again. I just like to give a super big shout out to Verizon for replacing my iPhone XS Max. Super nice of them. And now I'm back up and running with a new phone. But let's just get right into the video and go over those 10 steps. Okay, so first thing you need to do is pull out your iPhone. That is the first thing that we're going to do, like the first steps we are going to take are all on the iPhone. So get out your iPhone, and the first thing that we're going to do is set up Find My iPhone. So go into the Settings app, and then go into this menu here where you will access iCloud. So go into that right there, and then go into the iCloud menu. From here, you need to go all the way down, about halfway down to the bottom, and you'll see Find My iPhone. And here, you want to make sure that this top selection here is marked green. That will ensure that you have Find My iPhone turned on. And then also, I recommend sending your last location when your iPhone is on low power. So this is really essential to basically finding your iPhone if it is lost. You can basically go into the Find My iPhone app and then search, manage, and do everything for Find My iPhone through the app, or you can go online and do it all through iCloud.com. Okay, so the next thing you need to do is go into the settings menu and then go down to the Face ID and passcode. For a lot of you guys, it might be Touch ID and passcode if you do not have a device that has Face ID. So go into this menu, insert your passcode, and once you are on this menu, there are a couple options that I suggest that you take. So from this menu, make sure that you have Face ID or Touch ID set up. That is really essential to keeping all of your data secure. The next thing that you're going to do is go and make sure that when you have a passcode, make sure that you have this configuration set up. Do not do 4 numbers. It's a lot harder when you have to do 6 numbers. So make sure that you have 6 numbers for your passcode. A 6-digit passcode is a lot more secure than just having 4 numbers. Okay, so the last thing that you need to do in this menu, it's towards the bottom. One suggestion that I have is leaving USB accessories. You definitely want to make sure that this is green. I had it turned off, and that basically meant that USB accessories would not be able to access the iPhone if the password hadn't been entered in a while. Unfortunately, I had some damage done to the iPhone and I was unable to unlock it, but I still wanted to back up my data and basically get everything off of it, and I couldn't just because Face ID wasn't working and I couldn't enter my password. So my phone was kind of essentially bricked. So definitely make sure that is turned green if you are a little bit weary of those types of situations. And then the last one is the bottom here, erase data. I personally do not think that this is a very useful setting to have turned on. If you have an iPhone that basically someone is trying to prank you, or maybe they're even actually stealing your phone and trying to access all of your data, I think that with a passcode, you are more than secure. After 10 tries, if you have this turned on, your iPhone will basically erase itself. But what I found is you definitely want to leave your iPhone on as long as possible to trace it with the Find My iPhone application. So it makes sense to not have this turned on. Okay, so we've taken care of the portion where you can do all of those setting changes and all of those changes on the iPhone, but these are some things you can do off of the iPhone. So number one is go to your cell provider. I have Verizon, and I know AT&T, Sprint, T-Mobile, they all have programs like these where basically you can purchase insurance for your device, like my iPhone XS Max. So definitely check out those insurance plans. Those are really useful in situations like these where your iPhone might be stolen or lost. you never think to basically purchase that insurance, but let me tell you, it is definitely worth it because you do not want to be shelling out basically over $1,000 for a new phone if it gets stolen. So guys, check out your insurance provider through your cell provider. They have different insurance companies that work with them to give you some really good deals. But one thing I will tell you is definitely check out the deductibles if your phone is stolen or lost completely. There's a lot of lesser fees when the phone is damaged, but make sure you check out what the fees are if it is stolen. Now, the next step is Apple Care. Similar to the insurance that you can get through your cell provider, Apple Care is basically the same thing. There is 2 levels that you need to check out of Apple Care Plus. Now, Apple Care Plus has one tier, which is basically, it covers against damages, I believe, and then the second tier covers loss and loss and stolen prevention. So basically you want to access the second tier, and I believe for an iPhone XS Max, that's about like $14 a month. So just skip on coffee like 3 times a month, and that should be paid for. So guys, the last suggestion that I have for you, if you don't want to get insurance through your cell provider or through Apple Care Plus, go ahead and check out Lemonade. It's like a renter's insurance if you are renting, or I believe it works even if you aren't renting. Basically, it's a really cool insurance policy that's super cheap, has pretty good deductible rates, and they also do basically replace your entire device when it's stolen. You can do it all through an app. So that's a really useful service. Now, the next 2 things that I want to talk to you about have to do with data recovery and also security. So the first thing I'll talk to you about is security. You definitely want to make sure that your iPhone is up to date at all times. So make sure that you're running the latest version of iOS to make sure that your iPhone is secure as possible. Now, the second thing that I want to talk to you about is the basically backup of your phone to ensure that if your phone is lost or stolen, or any iDevice is lost or stolen, you can get all of your data back on a new device and basically start off where you left off with your iPhone or other device. So I use a program called Amazing, and I actually can do daily backups at a specific time. So I set it to 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. I believe, and I set it to only backup when my iPhone is plugged in and charging. So that's really cool. It does it every day, so that's really helpful to me. The last backup that I had before my iPhone was stolen was about 10 days, and I noticed that is a little bit too long because a lot of text and everything were lost, even though they back up to the iCloud. I don't think that's as set up as possible right now for iCloud, iMessages, and all that. But basically, to get like the most secure and the most up-to-date backups, use Amazing. It's a really useful program. So guys, those were about 10 things that you can do, 10 ideas that you can kind of go about securing your iPhone and making sure that you are all set to go if your iPhone is lost or stolen. I will have a part 2 to this video, basically showing you guys what you can do if your iPhone is in fact lost or stolen and what steps you can take afterwards, like immediately afterwards. So make sure if you like this video to get subscribed, like this video, and also leave a comment down below if you have any questions or concerns. So guys, thank you all for watching this video. Make sure to stay tuned, and I'll catch you in the next one.